Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be explaining how to manifest the right people into your life, and ironically this video will have absolutely nothing to do with anybody but you. So I've mentioned this before in previous videos, and this is a really big topic for me that I will be going into even more at some point because it really is massive for our lives, and it's about who you truly are. Now, who you have coming into your life has everything to do with how much you are putting your true self out there. Now, I've said this before, the degree to which you can be yourself is a degree to which you can experience everything that is meant for you, because everything that's meant for you is meant for you. So unless you're truly being your true self, you can't experience any of that. Now, being you is actually an active state. This is something that people tend not to understand. It's an active state, it's not a passive state. Now, you're probably thinking, but Caitlin, of course I'm me. And you are, obviously, but are your actions, is who you are being, because who you are being is made up of the actions you take every day. Is who you are being actively a reflection of who you truly are, or is it a reflection of what you think you should be and what you think you should do on a daily basis? Now, for most people, who they're putting out there on a daily basis is a reflection of the things they think they should do and the things they think they should be. Now, to some extent, this is unavoidable because we live in a world where we have to do things we don't want to do, and we have to do things that aren't in alignment with who we truly are, and that's by design. But we can make sure that we're taking actions every day that are in alignment with who we truly are, and giving who we truly are an expression to come out into this world. And most of us are not doing that. I used to do the same thing, and this massively affects who comes into our life. I used to have so many people in my life who were not in alignment with who I truly am, and I could not figure out why, because I kind of thought to myself, but this is who I am on the inside, so why are people that aren't in alignment with that coming to me? And eventually I did realize that it's because who I am on the inside, I'm not actually giving action or expression to that, so I'm not putting that out there, and therefore I'm getting people coming to me who are a reflection of who I am being out in the world, not who I am up here. And this is a massive thing to understand. You can't be in this passive state where you're not expressing your true self on a daily basis and yet still expecting the things that are meant for you and the people who are meant for you and the things and people that are in alignment with who you truly are to come to you, when you're not actually showing the world who you truly are. I cannot stress to you enough how powerful putting your true self out there actually is. So you might be wondering, how do I actually put my true self out there? Because you might just be feeling like that's naturally happening. And for some people it does naturally happen, but for many people it doesn't. I'll give you some examples of what happened for me when I made the decision to start putting myself out there, my true self out there as much as I possibly could. So first example is YouTube. These subjects I'm extremely passionate about. They are part of my true self, my soul journey. So when I decided to put my true self out there, doing YouTube was an action that's coming from a place of my true self, right? When I decided to do YouTube, I was deciding to put my true self into the world. When I put my art out there, I'm deciding to put my true self into the world. When I put my writing out there, I'm deciding to take actions that are from my true self, okay? Now, for everybody, it's going to be different because our true passions and the things our soul is calling for us to do is going to be different for everybody. But it is those things that make up who you truly are, because this is what you've got to understand. You feel passionate about the things you feel passionate about for a reason. Your soul calls for you to do particular things for a reason. Don't underestimate that. The words, "you are your path," are actually way more profound than you could ever realize. What that means when we say you are your path is actively being you is your path in this world. If you choose to take actions that are coming from a place of your true self, that is the path you are meant to take in this world. And that is the path that will get you to everything that is meant for you, because only by taking that path of the actions that come from your true self, only by doing that can you truly be your true self in this world. And therefore that is the only way you can actually experience the destiny that has been written for you from the beginning. And trust me, it has. Like I said, there is a reason why we feel passionate about the unique things we feel passionate about. You know, there's a reason some of us feel so deeply called to write. There's a reason some of us feel so deeply called to do music. There's a reason why so many of us feel deeply called to be with animals. You know, God gives us those passions when we come to this world because it's our roadmap. Literally, those things are given to us by God as a map to follow in this world, because if you follow those things, you are putting yourself in alignment with everything that is meant for you just by being you. That is why you are your path. So that is a huge thing that I'm going to be going into even more in other videos. So when it comes to attracting the right people into your life, it's the same principle. If you are not putting your true self out there, the people that are right for you cannot come to you. And I can't even express to you how powerful it is to put your true self out there and how much things will change for you when you start doing that. You will be in alignment with everything that's meant for you the second you start actively being your true self. And so as for the relationships that are already in your life, and I've been through this, I have had a life where I've had people in it that are not in alignment with who I truly am, because, you know, years ago, I was not actively being myself on a daily basis. And this consists of so many things. It consists of, like I said, not doing the things that are actions of your true self, like me not talking about the things I really want to talk about. How often do you not say the things you truly want to say? How often will you stay silent in a conversation because you know other people aren't going to agree with you or accept what you're saying? Now, these might seem like small things, but they're actually not, and especially not when we're doing these things on a daily basis, and most of us are. I'll try and give you an example. Think of, say you're in a group of people, and some of those people are people that you don't know, and you're having a discussion about a particular subject, and there's something you want to say, and there's something that you truly feel in your soul. You know, it's your truth. It's a part of who you truly are as a person, as a unique individual, and you want to say it, but you don't say it because you think that people won't agree and they won't understand, and you're maybe afraid that it might damage some relationships, or you're embarrassed, you know, that people won't get it. So you might think keeping silent in that moment isn't a big deal, but imagine that there's someone in that room who is meant for your true self. There's someone in that room that's in alignment with who you truly are deep down. And if you said that thing you truly felt, if you'd said that thing, you would have put yourself in that moment in alignment with everything that's meant for you by being you, and that person would have heard that. And it could have been the beginning of an amazing relationship that's meant for your true self. But you kept that away by not saying that thing that was coming from your soul to please superficial relationships that aren't even really connecting to your true self. That's an example. Now, this has happened to me before in previous relationships, that I was not being honest. You know, I used to refrain from speaking about spirituality, and you can probably tell I'm very passionate about spirituality, but I used to refrain from speaking about that with friends. And it kept my relationships kind of superficial, but it kept them feeling safe to me because I genuinely believed that they just wouldn't get it. And I didn't realize what an injustice I was doing to myself and to other people by not speaking about the things that are coming from my soul. So I refused to speak about these things. And the sad thing is that later on I realized that these people were also doing the same thing. They were actually interested in the same subjects, and they were scared to talk about them too. And if I had made the decision to talk about these subjects, I would have put myself in alignment with those people, and our relationships would have been so much more wholesome. But I found out too late because I didn't want to talk about it at the time because I was too scared. So you see, putting your true self out there really does bring everything into alignment, and it brings everything, people and opportunities that are meant for you to you. They cannot come to you unless you are being your true self. So if you want the right people to come to you, if you want people who are in alignment with who you know you really are, your true self, you have to find ways to express your true self on a daily basis. You have to put who you truly are out there in whatever way that means for you. You know, ask yourself, what does your soul call to do? What are the things that you want to do when you're alone? You know, for me, when I'm alone, I want to do artwork, I want to do writing, I want to do speaking about these subjects, I want to be writing poems. These are the things that I want to do. And so this year I especially made a decision with myself to make sure I'm putting these things out there as much as I truly can, as I truly can, because I'm being honest with the world about who I am, because I want the things that are in alignment with who I truly am to come to me. I don't want to block any of it. I want it all to come to me. So I want to be honest. I need to be honest about who I truly am. And when you do that, the things that are meant for you really will start coming to you, because you are truly your path. Now, a couple of things about the relationships that you may already have. When we want to attract the right people into our life, obviously this is the fundamental of everything. It's to be your true self. And when you unapologetically do that, you will notice that there will be some people in your life that may naturally fall away from you, and that's okay. And you'll also notice that there will be other people who you already have in your life that will actually surprise you, and you'll actually find out that they're more in alignment with who you truly are than you ever thought. And it's such a beautiful thing, because when you choose to truly be yourself and put yourself out there, you give permission to other people to do that too, and you really inspire other people to do that too. So it's a really beautiful thing. Don't underestimate the power of being yourself. You are your path, okay? So if you want to attract the right people into your life, if you want to attract the people in your life who are truly meant for you, that God has designed for you and has intertwined your destinies together, just be yourself and find ways every day to put yourself out there as much as you possibly can. Put your passions out there. Put the things that your soul yearns to do on a daily basis out there as much as you possibly can. Show the world who you truly are, and all the opportunities and the people that are meant for you will come to you because they're seeing you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope it's helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.